that okay, is there any advice that you can give me on what can be done next? And they always feel that we are there to give them advice. um, what is your take on that,
Okay,
ma'am?
so when our client says that, मैडम आप ही बताइए सिचुएशन में हमको क्या करना है, it's a clear cut sign that the person has not been encouraged in their life to take their decision on their own. So we have to very tactfully, mindfully, in a very human manner approach this question, not by discarding or saying that you should know how to think for yourself. No, that will be very non-empathetic manner of approaching. Very empathetically we have to make them realize that they have to take responsibility for themselves, and how they suffering from their current mental health issue is contributing to the advice giving, and how to link it both and show them that this is one of the reason why they can't get out of their problem. Very empathetically we have to do, very skillfully. And this question I won't be able to answer for everybody, because everybody has their own individual differences.
Further, but when something a question like this is asked, but taking a little more ahead, is that they would be like, okay, but I am going, first of all I'm coming in, so I'm mentally weak, so I should not let in negative thoughts come in. I should only think positive thoughts. So the question being that, is negative thoughts linked to being mentally weak?
Okay, this is, I think we have done a couple of videos on this. See, I don't know how much of their negative thoughts have led them to suffer from mental illness. I think it's most of, if we actually have a broader perspective towards it, I think the suppression of the emotion has led to it. And the categorization of those emotions as negative has contributed big time. I think this is more a fair approach than blaming them that or telling them that your negative emotion has led to this. So if we are approaching them by just saying that it is an emotion, and just waiting for them at their own pace to come to an understanding, I think that will be a better way, rather than telling them or thinking that their negative state has led or contributed to the mental illness. I think in 100% all of the cases, suppression is responsible of the emotion. And as a psychologist, we need to understand this more and more. And during, even in a counseling session, we have to just expand their receptivity by making the emotions non-contaminated and seeing them as emotions. The moment we start categorizing it as negative, positive, is where we will see that receptivity is there or not there. So this will play out very evidently in the counseling session also, because if we as a psychologist are only encouraging positive behaviors, then that will lead to the suppression of their actual other set of emotions. So we will be impeding their authenticity. If that happens, then how will we help them to come out of their current mental health situation? So we as a mental health professionals need to know these nuances very well. If we miss it, then how we'll guide our patients? And if they have a bad experience, then of course, given the mental health awareness status currently in our country, of course one bad experience will lead them to shut the door on all the psychologists very easily.